Alright, emergency video. Jarman Impey has suffered a broken ankle. Um, it's still not 100% confirmed, but it is pretty much confirmed. They've got a rookie filling in, Granger Barras. It looks like he's broken his ankle at training camp. So now, what does that mean? For most people, see you next year. Uh, yep, it's not great. Um, there's not much. I'd say to everyone, just reverse your trades. There's no one from tonight's game that you really want to bring in. Danger's about a week off, 2 weeks off. Madden, he's playing, so he's going to make some money. His break even's still fine. Maybe you want what's his name? The forward, Geelong's forward. Can't remember his name. Jeremy Cameron. There it is. Maybe you want him, but I mean that's up to you. Yeah, I'd say just reverse trades and make a trade tomorrow. It's probably what I'll be doing. Probably got to think and look at some stats and stuff like that. But who are the replacements for him? It shouldn't be too long of a video. We'll just go over some replacements for Impey. Because I imagine a lot of people are in the same situation where probably get up to about 480k. Maybe some can get to 500, but to get to 500, that means you've got 100k in the bank, which at that point, go wild and bring in Dangerfield this week. Why not? Yeah, so forwards, we'll kind of bring it down to just inside 500. There we go. Who have we got? I sort by 3 round average. You can go 5 round, but between 3 and 5 there can be role changes. So just number 1, we've got Stringer, back from an injury, and he struggled to really put like back-to-back games this year without getting injured. All right, so we've got played from 3 to 8. Yeah, that's every week. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Injured, came back 11, played good. 12 got injured, came back 14. So he's right. Maybe he's fine now because he's had a couple of weeks off plus a bye and stuff like that. Yeah, well, I'd say this is really one of the last options you want. Don't read too much into a 180 that was like with 4 goals and a career best performance. He's not going to do that every week. So don't read too much into the 180, but Stringer is an option, even if he's not the best option. Who else we got? We got Zach Bailey. Neil's back, so that could really impact a lot of him getting the ball. You see here, this is where like Neil was starting to come into form, slash still kind of bad, but just not great scores here. Yeah, he's rare to get over at 85, so take what you will from it. Who else have we got? We've got Hind. Hind's probably my number 1 option. Most consistent player in terms of role. Scoring's still good. I wouldn't say it's bad by any means. He's got 100 average. That's probably better than everyone else here, even if just 3 round average. Yeah, look, this is a lot more 90 pluses than Bailey is, and what's the price difference? About 30k. Yeah, around about 35. I'd say just get Hind if you can. Now the second, I'd say what's the second best option? Again, this is my opinion. It's up to you to see what can you afford and what players do you back. Maybe it's a player from your own team. Toby Green. He's just kicking a lot of goals at the moment. Of course, there's always a scare that he's going to get suspended. He probably will. Honestly, that it's probably going to happen. He didn't get suspended this weekend. He got off with a fine, which that's fair enough. It wasn't a serious hit anyway. So, but just be wary that you're probably going to miss him for a week. He probably will get suspended at some point in this slot. And knowing him, it's probably not going to be like anything small. It's probably going to be like a 2-week suspension. So one, I've got Hind as number one, is in terms of options you want to bring in. Two, um, I just said his name, Toby Green, and then number three is my dark horse pick, which I'd say for most people steer away from. Go for one of the top two, or if you're really struggling for cash, Stringer's an option, Bailey's an option, Jeremy Cameron's like sort of almost an option. Key forwards, they're weird, obviously, because all their scoring comes from them taking contested marks and kicking a goal. So if he has a inaccurate game, you get a very bad score. So there's that. But Geelong's a good team, and Geelong's run home isn't too bad. I think they've only got like 2 or 3 actually like hard games for them to play. One of them's this week. So yeah, my dark horse pick is Taron Thomas. I went over this in this week's video. Still not sold completely, but 94, 114, 94, 95, that's enticing. The 77 came in a kind of just a bad game for a lot of people there. Whitfield played bad. Thomas ended up a lot more forward. I think there was an injury to a forward, and that's why he went up there. And the Brisbane game, Luke McDonald was back, so I thought he'd be coming back this week, not last week. I didn't really watch. Just had other stuff to do. If he can get 90 plus, 95 with Luke McDonald in the team, then that's a pretty easy get, honestly. If we look at just stats, like, is it going to load? I just want actual stats. It's not going to do it, huh? Should be changing. He's averaging about 20 to 25 touches, somewhere in that range per game. That's good. He's kind of a creator of halfback, or like, not. He's a halfback that doesn't play halfback. Oh, it's weird. Whatever. Yeah. So that's my dark horse pick. Other players, we'll just go over a couple of them. Isaac Smith, he's got a 104 last week. I don't trust him. I think that if you're really struggling, and say you're a Geelong fan, then sure, take Isaac Smith, but don't complain when he gets like a 60, right? Higgins is a no. Rosie is a no. Honestly, that's a no. Gray's injured. I think Robbie's done for the season, or like 1 week off the season. Rewalt is a big no. McDonald is a no. Yeah, I'm just not seeing anyone here. Heaney is injured, isn't he? I feel like he's injured. I feel like he's always injured. Gee, alright. Do you really want the 55 and 42 and bet on a 128? I'd steer away from that. Yeah, I don't see it. Yeah, I think there are better options. I'd even say Stevenson's a better option, even though his average is lower. I don't know. I don't like either of those. And then when we get down here, these are just some really bad options. That they're going to struggle to score like 80 a week. Laddams, nah. I did that last week. He got suspended. It's not that. It's just I don't really back his scoring potential. Let's see, what has he got? 130. Now, if I remember right, he had a couple of goals that game. I don't know why it's not changing. It's not showing me actual stats. He had a couple of goals that game. 93 isn't too bad, but 83 is pretty bad considering that Gold Coast really aren't that good. So this tells me that it's kind of on and off where he'll score, and you can't really predict a big score from him. But anyway, that's really all there is for this week. Said I wasn't going to make any trades, but if Impy's out, then yep, looks like I'm making a trade. Obviously, you don't. I wouldn't say you have to 100% make a trade if you think there's someone like a Stringer that you want to watch just one more week of. See, like you'll have the money for him even with a price rise. But I'd say trade this week. I wouldn't. everyone's just going to go up in price, and you're just going to lose money if you don't. Unless you have like one trade remaining, which you shouldn't really. That means you've been sideways trading a bit too much, so it's kind of come back to haunt you. Yeah, they're the options. Hind, number one, probably everyone's option. Toby Green, very good option, but you're going to miss. He will get suspended at some point, and from there, it's take a pick. Throw a dart at a wall. But yeah, that's it for this quick emergency video. See you all next week, next round review. Tasty out.